Hey dolls, welcome to the People's Duchess. Today is a very sad day, heavy hearts, as we remember one of the premier actors of our generation. I remember watching Malcolm Jamal-Warner on The Cosby Show and throughout his career, including his 2 years on Suits. He was an extraordinary actor, a wonderful human being, a child star, and successfully transitioned into an unproblematic adult. It's very difficult to transition from child actor to adult actor without losing your marbles in between. We've seen a lot of documentaries come out about how children were treated in Hollywood. Horrifying setups like Brooke Shields' 11-year-old fully nude body plastered all over Pretty Baby, and other really problematic things that happen to child actors as they age in Hollywood. Malcolm Jamal Warner defied all those odds, had a very successful career, and was able to do so without stepping on toes, without having to start beef with anyone, without being problematic in any way, shape, or form. Malcolm just had a very calm way about him, and man, this is a really hard hit.
So you were in Suits for 2 years.
Yeah, man.
Did you work with Meghan Markle?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that like?
It was cool. We didn't really have scenes together, so I'd see her, and she was really nice, really cool. My best friend, I was talking about Chris, he's a stage manager. He used to stage manage Deal or No Deal. And Megan used to be on Deal or No Deal. He's had more interaction with her than I did, but she was always cool.
Let me ask you something. Did you know she was black?
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah. I'm like, yo, I got black dar, so we see it.
Yeah.
But instead of like, I can see where a lot of people be like, I didn't know.
Yeah. The great thing is that she knew.
She
knows.
My mom used to love The Cosby Show. It's just really hard hitting. Before we start today's episode, take a moment of silence for Malcolm Jamal Warner. Wish him a peaceful journey. We love you, Malcolm. So today I want to talk about something that I've come to realize over the last several days in particular, with this whole Charles being a bully scandal breaking and colonizers across the globe pretending they didn't have any idea that Charles was this brutal, even though this has been an ongoing theme in the royal household since time immemorial. We've heard plenty of stories of the violence and chaos that occur behind closed doors within these royal homes. So nothing surprising there, but I realized something. A lot of people are really nervous about Harry perhaps accepting some kind of truce or reconciliation that would have him and his family on UK soil more than necessary. They're not saying to come back and we'll treat you better. We've learned, we've gone through therapy, we've changed some of our policy to reflect that we can't just call your kids monkeys all the time. Like, they haven't done anything to right those wrongs or even pretend like they're going to be better. The conversation centers around they have to come back, they should come back, and they need to do so because the other royals need help. Again, putting them in a place of servitude, relegating them really to what they think is the place that they should be in, which is in service of everyone else, bowed down and scraping to everyone else. And that's just not going to happen. And yeah, I never thought that they would go back to half in and half out. Harry's a man of his word. He has said over and over again he would never. And why would they? Their life in Montecito is infinitesimally better than royal life, with all their nonsense and fear of brown skin, fear of intelligence. I mean, it's like the Dark Ages. The royal family is like the church in the Dark Ages, banning anything scientific lest you figure out that the things they were telling you to enslave you and keep you beneath them weren't true. The royals remind me so much of those ancestors of theirs who did not want people to know who they were, know that there was no God that gave them any right to enslave them. They don't want any of that information getting out. So the royals are very much still afraid of even modern day technology. We all saw them freak out about Harry and Meghan getting on Instagram, buying bots on Instagram and nowhere else, so that it wasn't that obvious. And then the Times writing about it because, oh, as it turns out, it was extremely obvious. They don't have anything outside of, we are descended from people who brutally and violently colonized 80 to 90% of the world once upon a time. Outside of that, I'm not sure that these two or this family at all would be in any sort of merit-based spotlight. Very unintelligent operation. I want to word this correctly because it is a very unpopular opinion, but to be completely honest with you guys, I ain't even gonna lie. I am not a monarchist. I am not a royalist. I do not have any regard for that family, the institution, none of it. Some days I do find that the titles and that connection to Harry's family just aren't worth it. I am so sorry to say that. I know that it's something to be proud of as far as Harry's concerned, but ugh. The way I see it, these titles are more of a hindrance than anything else. Harry and Meghan know their worth. They demonstrated that when they were leaving their employer and telling their employer, hey, I will give you back all of your property. You can have your titles back. You can have whatever else you want back. And the Queen at the time said, no, you keep your titles, it's fine. And as we all know, as it has come to pass, they've disregarded everything that the Queen wished for Harry and Meghan and the Queen consort. Harry and Meghan know who they are. That's why they offered those titles back. I wish more and more as the days go by that arrangement had been accepted. I wish that it was just regular old Prince Harry and Princess Meghan of the Nigerian realms. I understand that it's by design. I understand that the whole kerfuffle around these titles are designed to frustrate. And don't get me wrong, I don't wish it upon Harry and Meghan that they lose these titles. What I'm saying is the consequences of having the titles, the use of them creates this perceived backdoor access by the royal family. So they're still sneaking into their events. They're still monitoring Meghan's pages. They're doing all these things. And when they get caught, they say, oh, well, they're still the Sussexes. We still own Sussex. Last time I checked, they feel very entitled. Obviously, they've lost all control. However, this is that little carrot that they still think that they can dangle in front of Harry and Meghan. And for that reason, it makes me anxious that they have these titles. And I wish more days than not, I'll be honest, that the arrangement had been made to accept the titles back to the crown. It would have been much more final, and they would not have been able to lay any stake or claim whatsoever on Harry and Meghan. Meghan delivered a gift basket to her friend, and it caused unnecessary scrutiny, unnecessary bullying. Anything she does causes that for sure, but these titles, using them in any capacity, always brings that scrutiny. Most recently with the kids' passports, Harry and Meghan are doing their best to shield them from it because, obviously they're still very young, but at some point they're going to learn, and it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to watch Charles move through a crowd and deliberately and consistently skip over the Black people, including the Black children in those crowds. It's tough. I don't trust any of them. I don't trust these reconciliation talks or anything like that. Has not talked to those grandkids, can't pick up a phone, can't FaceTime, can't Zoom call, nothing, because you're mad at their father and mother for leaving. It's the coldest feeling, and I understand Harry's desire to reconcile with his family, but it's like trying to love the most evil person you could possibly fathom because they are your father from a comfortable distance to where you don't get burned. It's Luke trying to see the humanity in Anakin in those final moments. Nothing is poetic though. At least Vader had a heart. Can never make me hate Anakin Skywalker. But Charles, on the other hand, it's 11th hour here from the looks of it, and he's still as oppositional and cold as ever. These peace talks don't fool me. I'm not buying it. I don't see any change in the media reporting on them, which is the royal family's reporting on them. Until I see that, I don't believe you guys at all. And I understand that it's Prince Harry's heritage and something that he's quite proud of, as he should be. The way he served his country valiantly, he has every right to be proud of his country and his heritage, and in fact his titles, which he was born into and, let's be real, can never be stripped of him. I hate that these people think they have this ace in the hole, that they have this thing that they can still dangle in front of Harry to maybe force his hand, or something that they feel like they have power over him with, something that they can use as a bartering or even a blackmailing chip. Stripping him and his children of their titles, that was just it. That's a pretty heavy thing to do, to involve innocent children into your nonsense. I am not surprised by that, though. They don't have any humanity in them. I'm very sure that these children are encouraged to forge their own paths and do what their heart wants to do. Their parents are the most popular royals since Diana. They have a really great stepping stone from that popularity and from that foundation to be great. So with or without the HRH, they're going to be exceptional people. I'm not coming from a place of, oh, I don't like these titles. There's so much baggage to these titles. I'm coming from a place of, I just want Harry and Meghan to be happy. I know it's an unpopular opinion here, but oh man, it's hard to see them fight tooth and nail over these titles. It's just really hard. Especially when, no matter what, Harry is born into his princely title and Meghan has been made a princess of the Nigerian realms. Their children would still be royal highnesses no matter what, no matter which way they slice it, even if they didn't have UK royal titles. Being a royal highness of the Nigerian realms on your mom's side and a royal highness on your dad's side without those titles from those people who begrudgingly give it to you and are threatening you with it left, right, and center. I'm really nervous for the fact that if those kids continue in the HRH styling, as they're entitled to them. But I get nervous that they would also dangle that HRH in front of those children to make sure that they stay in line when their time comes to be either members or not. It's a slippery slope. I mean, if they want to play this game, play the game. Let them take the title. See what happens to them. Everyone in the world is watching Meghan do her thing. The awards, the accolades, watching their children grow up beautifully, watching Meghan really step into her own, watching Harry become a global statesman. Nothing will change. With or without those titles, this will still be their life. God, I wish this title talk would just be done with. It's good to know who you are. It's good to know where you came from. It helps establish strong sense of self-confidence and identity as an adult. So I get that. It's a good thing. But your family are not ready to stop being racist. They haven't made any attempt to even try to be better. My opinion obviously is just that. It's just an opinion. I'm sorry if this is a contrary opinion. Keep the titles, great, wonderful, but they come with so much baggage. I really do wish that they would just take the damn things already. Telling the press people that you're going to do this, you're going to do that. If that's the case, do it and shut the hell up. Go do it, sit down and shut up. Ugh. Just talking about this has left a greasy aftertaste in my mouth. I need to go brush my teeth.